people think of the Honda Classic, they think of the Bear Trap.
The Honda Classic awaits the PGA Tour's best.
We've seen it in all types of conditions. It's very stressful. It's very uncomfortable.
The tournament is back, starting the Florida swing once again. The newest technology in the game used right here in Palm Beach County.
It's basically like going for your MRI scan.
I believe we're turning the corner just a little bit.
Don't think about it, just get up and swing.
We have opportunity year in and year out to change and to improve.
From PGA National, it's Countdown to the Classic. Here are Shane Wright and Yanni Kourakis.
And in just a few hours, the best golfers in the world will arrive at the Champion Course here with their sights set on taming the Bear Trap. For some, a win really could jumpstart their season. A good evening to you. Welcome to beautiful PGA National at Palm Beach Gardens. I'm Shane Wright.
And I'm Yanni Kourakis. During the next half hour, we're taking you inside the ropes, taking a look at what it takes to put on this tournament and the impact of the game of golf has on our local community. But first, a look at the players who will be here competing this year.
All right, beautiful golf course. You like it walking up?
I love it. I want to play it today.
We just need the golfers to come in. Among the first golfers to commit this tournament, Brooks Koepka, Ricky Fowler, and Gary Woodland. Koepka, of course, from West Palm Beach. Fowler lives in Jupiter, and Woodland lives in Delray Beach.
Koepka missed last year's tournament with an injury. His brother Chase received an exemption to play for the second straight year. Other notable players in this year's field include 2019 champion Keith Mitchell, Tommy Fleetwood, Lee Westwood, Louis Oosthuizen, Justin Rose, Shane Lowry, and Zach Johnson. Joaquin Niemann, who just won the Genesis Invitational in Los Angeles less than an hour ago, he's also scheduled to tee it up here as well. First and second round pairings and tee times will be released Wednesday night, with round one starting on Thursday.
And the defending champion, Matt Jones. Who? Matt Jones. You may recall Jones shot a 61 in round one to tie the course record. He rode that momentum to earn his first win on the tour in 7 years. In the final round, Jones hit that 11 of 14 fairways and 17 of 18 greens in regulation, and providing him enough birdie chances and keeping the opportunities for a disaster at a minimum. It was impressive. This year's tournament is back out to a full build-out after a reimagined year, Yanni, in 2021 because of what else? COVID.
Of course, and that means Honda is continuing to expand on its most popular fan viewing spots. The big change this year, double-decker seating at the 16th green and 17th tee, which of course is part of the famous Bear Trap. Those daunting 3 holes, 15, 16, and 17, that make up the Bear Trap, part of the draw, of course, of the Honda Classic.
And ask anyone, this tournament would not be what it is today without the vision of its executive director, Ken Kennerly.
Tiffany Kenny hit the Champion Course with Kennerly to find out the secret to the Honda's success.
You must know this course so well.
You know what? We've been around it a few times, obviously.
For 16 years, Ken Kennerly has been the drive behind the Honda Classic.
What is it about the championship course here at PGA National that makes it so special and makes players want to come back and tackle it year after year?
Well, I think when Mr. Nicklaus redesigned the Tom Fazio course, he wanted to put in, you know, these 3 strategic holes that, you know, make you think a little bit coming down the stretch.
Down the stretch can leave golfers up a creek. Holes 15, 16, and 17, the Bear Trap.
I love what the plaque says. It should be won or lost right here.
Always.
This is where it starts.
Always. I mean, when Jack Nicklaus redesigned this golf course, that was exactly what he wanted this to become. And that's why the Bear Trap is so iconic, and it sits in the minds of a lot of these players. So, I mean, not only are the players thinking about the Bear Trap, now they got to walk off of 14 and they got to look at this big monster here and they go, oh boy, what am I getting into?
Yeah, it's pretty imposing.
You know, Jack is like, of course, this isn't a hard hole. You just hit a little fade up there onto the green, 2 putt, go on. But
that's Jack.
Yeah, that's Jack.
The Bear Trap is a fan favorite with roars that can be heard all the way back to the clubhouse.
In the hole!
While people are watching golf out here, they're also enjoying themselves and, you know, having a few drinks. Just a few, some water, some Coke, and others with a little bit of alcohol in them. But it's just become a great back nine of golf. This is a community that wants to come out here and have a good time. You know, obviously they're here to watch some golf, but they're also here to see their friends, to network, and to socialize and just have fun. And then our new one here on the left of 16 is our Garrison Brothers Bourbon Lounge.
When Kennerly took over the Honda Classic, he knew the tournament needed to be more than just about golf.
You know, it's right as we enter the 16th hole, which of course is the second hole in the Bear Trap.
Oh man, I think the Bear Trap is going to be a little louder with the bourbon tent right in the middle of it.
I mean, we're in the entertainment business, not just the golf business. I know I say that all the time, but it's so true. As much as the player field is very, very important, it's not the end all. You know, the majors have all the great players in the world. We've got a lot of great players here, but our success is built on the fact that we've created really an entertainment platform. We appeal to so many different groups. Kids 15 and under are free. They don't have to pay. We have a great partner in Pratt & Whitney for our Military Appreciation Pavilions. Of course, they get in complimentary thanks to Pratt & Whitney. And so we've really thought, you know, about every group and every opportunity to bring people out here, and it's working.
Honda's hole-in-one this year is a build-out that is bigger and better than ever.
How long does this build-out take?
So we start the build really right after Thanksgiving. I mean, it's longer than people realize.
It will feature double-decker seating at the Bear Trap.
It's bigger than I recall. And this is going to be, these are suites.
These are all suites, private suites here at the Bear Trap with phenomenal views. TV tower is right here, so I mean the consumer is literally next to the TV compound. And again, the views up there are phenomenal.
Yeah, what a spot to watch.
Can I take you up there to see?
Yeah, let's go look.
This by itself is one of the best visible holes on the PGA Tour, and this is 16. So now we're on the brand new second level of the Bear Trap. It's the Bear Trap Reserve. So we're up above what was the Bear Trap, what is the Bear Trap. You know, we use glass here so people can see through it. Again, the players come through the tunnel. But now we're, you know, probably about, 15, 20 feet above the normal Bear Trap. And the views are just absolutely phenomenal. So
this is going to just be spectacular for the people up here.
We think so, and the demand has been there.
A demand that will likely continue to grow as Honda's hospitality rivals the action on the course.
I think this community is ready to go. Our ticket sales are doing very, very well. Our hospitality, for the most part, is sold out. So I think we're going to see some great crowds. What they are, we don't know, but it's going to be a phenomenal week.
And when Tiffany asked Kennerly how he's fared at the Bear Trap, he said he's probably consistent with the majority of players who come through, more balls in the water than on the dry surface. Shane, I've played that hole a couple times, the holes. I have some wet balls in there as well. They got a couple of
It's hard, man.
hard.
It's not easy. You got to think, once you get through the Bear Trap, you still got to go to 18.
That's right.
That's a par 5, but at least it's a reachable par 5. It's a little easier hole for most players. There have been more than 1,600 balls hit in the water, including Yanni's, on the Bear Trap during tournament play since 2007. But guess who's fared the best? What do you think, Yanni?
I'm going to guess Jim Furyk.
Jim Furyk, how'd you know? He played 18 career rounds on the Bear Trap without a ball in the water. Pretty impressive. On the flip side, Ryan Palmer's got a little trouble there. 17 balls in the water on the Bear Trap since 2007. That's the most of any player.
Poor Ryan Palmer's just sitting at home and he's just getting crushed. PGA National Resort got a $100 million renovation. The designers wanted a balance between world-class golf, great dining, and the spa and resort lifestyle. There's a tropical oasis outside overlooking the water. Inside, the iBar was redone, and a chocolate bar was added to the lobby. All the rooms have been upgraded, and the pro shop looks terrific.
And we know it's going to be a pretty busy week for everyone, right? So if you're away from your TV, we'll also post our Honda Classic coverage on the WPBF 25 News app. Just use your smartphone camera, point it at the QR code on your screen, and it will direct you right to our app. You can download that for free.
Next on Countdown to the Classic.
When I'm comparing one of my clients or students to this person, this gives them a little bit of information on how they can improve.
Better golf through technology. We explore the science behind the swing, plus how many millions the tournament pours into the local economy.
Welcome back live to PGA National alongside Shane Wright. I'm Yanni Crocus. While the tournament is huge for those who love golf, it's a big deal for the local economy.
Money, 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 money. Thousands of spectators means millions of dollars in economic impact for hotels, restaurants, and of course businesses as well.
Every table will be packed here, yeah.
William Penanori calls it Palm Beach County's Super Bowl.
Number one, hands down. Compared to New Year's Eve and Valentine's and Mother's Day, Honda Classic is definitely number one in sales for us, always has been.
Penanori, a manager at the Cooper restaurant,
The outside bar has always been a big hit.
less than 10 minutes from PGA National, sums up traffic in and out of his restaurant during Honda Classic week every year in just one word.
Mayhem, just people day and night coming in.
It is like a Super Bowl week. We have put together some collateral materials. We put together our sales pitch.
Kelly Smallridge, president and CEO of the Business Development Board of Palm Beach County, says the Classic is a perfect complement to commerce.
We see the Honda Classic as an opportunity to really showcase the assets of Palm Beach County's business environment and a great place to live and raise a family to so many businesses and CEOs throughout the country and the world.
She says even if you're not into golf or even sports at all, the domino effect from the tournament being held here reaches almost every household in some way.
Certainly brings so many tourists to the area, generates a tremendous amount of dollars that are floating around in our economy, and creates jobs, and also helps restaurants and retail keep their jobs.
More activity, people are out, feeling normal, feeling safe. That all helps the whole community.
Help at a time when we all could use a little bit of it.
Putting food on the table and keeping our economy very, very strong.
It's a godsend. Yeah, it's excellent. You can't ask for a better location.
Like I said, it's like the Super Bowl of our area. Just to give you an idea, in 2020, Honda Classic brought in $60 million economic
So many
impact.
people coming from out of town and calling us, texting us, can we sleep on your couch, right?
Yeah, I've got friends in town. They can't find a hotel this week or an Airbnb because not just this, but everything going on. So it's a great time to be in our area. The weather is beautiful. The course looks good. It's time to play some golf here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
Coming up on Countdown to the Classic, diversifying the green,
That's what golf does for you. It gets you into the game.
the push to get minorities to play, plus the Hall of Fame couple behind one of the main charities tied to the tournament that's saving lives.
All right, welcome back. And we all know that golf is pretty hard, right? And sometimes people make it look easy. You go to Drive Shack or Top Golf, you just start swinging away thinking like, Oh yeah, you just get another shot, you just swing away, and that's not how real golf works, though.
Everyone keeps coming back to golf because they're hoping that the next shot is the good shot.
Right.
It's a frustrating sport, but so rewarding, and it's getting high tech. Mike Lyon shows us the science behind the swing.
I'm Stephen Sweeney, a PGA Tour putting coach and Odyssey Master Putting Instructor.
Yep, you heard correctly. Stephen is a putting coach. He makes the best players in the world even better.
One extra putt going in every day makes a huge difference to the score at the end of 4 rounds.
To get that one extra putt, Stephen uses cutting-edge science, high-speed cameras, and sensors measuring every aspect of the putting stroke down to 1/100th of a degree.
We've got some sensors on the putter to see exactly where square is. So we work with lasers, which are calibrated, and then once we get them in here, we get the client to sort of square up to the back of that laser, so we know that everything for the rest of the lesson or the fitting is actually on a 0-degree angle to the hole. There's no guessing involved. It's basically like going for your MRI scan and you get right to the root of the cause of the problem and then go from there.
One of Stephen's clients is professional golfer Luke List. According to the PGA Tour, Luke has, well, issues on the putting green, ranking as one of the worst on tour for the past 7 years. He and Stephen started working together in December.
We fixed it up, and the most important part of that process was he went away, worked his butt off.
Less than 1 month later, all that hard work and Stephen's fine-tuning paid off as Luke won the Farmers Insurance Open in San Diego.
It's a really proud moment for me because it's the first client of mine who's won on the PGA Tour.
Putting is just one part of the game. Staying fit is another. And today's top professionals spend as much time in here as they do on the driving range. And the next big thing in working out could be this odd-looking device with a name right out of science fiction, Proteus 3D. It's the newest addition at Coastal Performance in Palm Beach Gardens.
It's sort of a new technology, it's a new frontier. It's not like something anyone's competing for. It's not a barbell or kettlebells or all these other things that have been around for a while, which obviously have great applications. This is like a totally new tool. Now when you're ready, you're gonna do 5 reps back and forth as fast as you can. Good. Remember, push it towards the machine. Good. Good.
Proteus measures strength, or in my case, weakness, in 3 dimensions, creating the sensation of moving through water.
I will take a new client that we're assessing through, and that's going to help us determine which pieces of their body, their movement, their ability to create power need the most work and which are really good.
While Proteus allows athletes to train in 3 dimensions, the gear's biomechanics motion capture technology lets golf instructors analyze every nuance of the swing. Brendan can then compare that swing to a top professional.
So when I'm comparing one of my clients or students to this person, this gives them a little bit of information on how they can improve.
It's better golf through technology. It's the science behind the swing.
Our goal here is really to get the maximum enjoyment out of the game, let them sort of play more golf, play better golf, hit the golf ball farther, make more putts, and Proteus is obviously just another tool that we can use in that toolbox to accomplish that goal.
And the technology is great, but nothing beats hard work.
Yeah, just like everything else, if you want a great swing, ask any pro. All you got to do is practice, and then practice some more, and then practice some more if you want to do that.
Well, the game of golf, Shane, dates back to the 15th century, and it has evolved over hundreds of years, but there is still much work to be done to diversify it.
Yeah, a lot of work to be done. Traditionally, golf isn't a sport really talked about in the minority communities. Part of that reason is because of how some were treated in the past.
It's a sport that some describe as pure, the swing, the precision, where the only color really associated with it is green. But in the not-too-distant past,
The only thing you saw was black caddies.
Malachi Knowles,
and I was the black shag boy,
remembers a time on Palm Beach County golf courses that color was all some people saw.
They wouldn't pretty much let us on that golf course as it then existed.
Knowles helped blaze the trail for many African-American golfers, having been around the game locally since he was 10.
Yeah, Shane, I was telling you about Bear Lakes Country Club, and you can come from 10 years old and actually be #1 in a major country club.
He's since become the founder of the African-American Golfers Hall of Fame and has been inducted into the Florida Black Sports Hall of Fame. He says minorities in golf have fought a lot, but 60 years later, there's still work to be done.
I believe we're turning the corner just a little bit.
See, that's what happens when you think about it. If you don't think about it, just get up and swing.
Martha Clark is the president of the Fairview Country Club, the first black country club in Palm Beach County's history, created in 1954.
Fairview created that atmosphere where, so we got 4 people, we got 8 people, we got 16 people, we got 20 people. It was a necessary organization.
According to Zappia.com, of the almost 7,500 pro golfers in America, only 9% are black.
We have to figure out how to bring in younger people. The question is, do they feel the need to participate in an organized golf group?
That's what golf does for you. It gets you into the game.
Knowles, founder of his own minority youth golf club, says getting more young African Americans to realize that playing golf in a diverse group opens up doors.
You become a decision maker.
Right.
You may sit at the corporate table
instead of on the streets.
There are no guns. There are no knives. It's just this golf. It's just this golf stance.
You'll be introduced to people that will be beneficial to you in many ways.
I say to all of my kids, they can be #1. Mm-hmm. They can go to school, they can stay out of trouble, and they can achieve. They can achieve. They can achieve.
And Malachi Knowles is one of those guys you just want to sit down and just talk to. So much knowledge. He is the founder of Inner City Youth Golfers. Both his group and the Fairview Golf Club also focuses on community service as well as helping to provide scholarships as well.
The Honda Classic created a minority scholarship named after 93-year-old Victoria Kingdom. The Riviera Beach resident has devoted much of her life to playing and teaching golf. The Victoria Kingdom Collegiate Scholarship will be awarded this spring to local kids who qualify.
And the Honda Classic awarded $5.1 million to 100 South Florida philanthropic organizations in 2021, a number that approaches tournament record levels. A lot of money, a lot of charities being provided for.
One of the charities that benefits is the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation, which was started by golfing legend Jack Nicklaus and his wife Barbara. At 82 years young, golfing legend Jack Nicklaus continues to give back. On this recent October morning at PGA National, Nicklaus was giving a clinic to benefit Conquer Cancer. Golf and charity have always been synonymous with the Golden Bear, and his groundbreaking Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation is the primary charity recipient of the Honda Classic.
We keep saying, the greatest gift for a parent is a healthy child.
They said if we ever got in a position, if we want to help somebody, we want it to be children.
Founded in 2004, the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation has raised well over $100 million. In 2015, in honor of a $60 million pledge, Miami Children's renamed its flagship hospital and outpatient centers Nicklaus Children's.
We knew there was no children's hospital in the area, so with the Honda Classic's help, we now have a flagship hospital, Nicklaus Children's Hospital in Miami, and 17 outpatient centers. So the Honda Classic basically was the starter for us.
Barbara and Jack continuing to find creative ways to connect with the golf community. Just last year, a collaboration with Lily Pulitzer that benefited the foundation and Honda Classic Cares.
I think I probably got a little bit of that from Jack when I first met him, because anything he goes into 110%. So I was always so proud of him, and I wanted him to be proud of me. So I think we're both still climbing this mountain.
I look back and see all the things that happened and all the kids and so forth. A lot more important than a 4-foot putt.
Yes, Jack and Barbara's legacy continues to go beyond the golf course and reach so many children in South Florida. And after receiving a near-record $5.1 million from the 2021 tournament with COVID-19 protocols in place, the Honda Classic expects that number to jump this year. benefiting the Nicholas Children's Healthcare Foundation even further.
And hopefully we'll see Jack out here. You never know who you're going to see at the Honda Classic. You got stars. It's a star-studded event.
I mean, you're here, so.
Oh, come on. Come on. No, he's here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Countdown to the Classic. Here's what's at stake at this year's tournament. The winner gets $1.4 million in a 2-year exemption on tour. The winner also gets 500 FedEx Cup points, which could, of course, help boost them into the playoffs at the end of the season. It also qualifies the winner to play in a host of other tournaments, including the big one, the Masters.
Here's a final look at some of the notable players in this year's field. Many have ties to Palm Beach County and have played the tournament before. Tee times for round 1 and 2 will be made available Wednesday night. Round 1 is Thursday.
And don't worry.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
WPBF 25 Sports will be here each and every day, bringing you live coverage on air and online throughout the day.
Yeah, really looking forward to this, man, because we have so many golfers in our area that come here, they live here, and to come to this tournament and to play right in their backyard, you get to sleep with some of them in their own beds.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting, and we're going to be here to bring it all for you. So enjoy the tournament, and thank you so much for watching.